Hey everybody, and welcome to Archery 101. All right, 5 quick points about gap shooting. Point number 1. The hardest part about learning gap shooting is learning how to look at a spot and not hit it with your arrow. That took me months. I would look at that spot and my arrow would go right to it. I had to retrain my mind to look there and hit here. Point number 2. Gap shooting and instinctive shooting are really the same thing. I know, stop the presses, attack me in the comments, tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. But I've been shooting instinctive since the 70s. I just started gap this past year. So I have references for the two. And the big difference between the two is that gap shooting is done consciously and instinctive shooting is done unconsciously. Some people call it subconsciously. You're still gapping when you just do instinctive shooting, but you're letting your unconscious mind do it for you. When we gap, we take control of that process. Point 3. Believe it or not, once you learn your gaps with your bow and you get it down, it becomes instinctive. I don't sit there and go, all right, I'm at 15 yards, I gotta put my arrow point 7 inches underneath the target. Nope. When you got it down, you know it, you just draw back, you get it there, you're looking at the X, and in your peripheral vision, you see the arrowhead, and your mind goes, that's correct. And you let go. It's not what people say it is. I don't stare down the arrow. You can, you don't have to. Point 4. Learning gap is going to make you a better instinctive archer. What? But when you're instinctive, you don't think. That's right. But when you learn gap, you put in your mind the sight picture. And again, when you draw and if you look at that target, your unconscious mind is looking down and gets it, and your unconscious mind says, good to go. And then you let it loose, and you're going to start hitting a bunch of X's. Point number 5. Most people who talk about gap shooting do not know what gap shooting is. They're just repeating what they heard or what they read. I've been out on courses shooting gap, and people are telling me to do this or that, and none of it, 99%, I shouldn't say none because there's no such thing as absolute. Only Siths speak in absolute, quoting Obi-Wan Kenobi. Those people that are telling you all about it, yeah, they did it once or twice and they quit. They didn't do it for a long period of time, or they heard somebody that did it. I've been doing it. I like it. Now here's the deal. I shoot left-handed gap, and I shoot right-handed instinctive. So I can compare the two, something a lot of people can't do. And that is 5 things I've learned about gap shooting in the past year. If you like it, give me a thumbs up. You think I'm full of it? Give me a thumbs down. You got something to say, comment, or concern? Put it in the comments below. Don't forget to share. Please subscribe, and I'll see you next time with more great information from Archery 101.